Okay, here's another one for you, mate. There's this bishop, and he's been speaking at the cathedral for 60 years now, and he speaks there every other Sunday, and his congregations are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and fewer people are coming up afterwards and saying how inspired they were, and he's feeling really down about this. So he's speaking to his dean one day, and his dean says, well, have you ever thought of going to the neighbouring parish? He said, just outside. There's a young curate down there who's recently qualified and been appointed to the post, and he's raking them in. His congregations are trebling every 3 months. They seem to get more and more. They've had to start doing midweek services so he can speak to everyone who wants to hear him speak. And it really is a blossoming ministry. It's fantastic what he's doing now. And so the bishop says, okay, well maybe I'll go over there next Sunday, because I'm not at the cathedral. I'll go over there and listen to him next Sunday. So the following Sunday comes along, and he goes in and doesn't want to be recognised for who he is, keep humble and steal the curate's thunder. So he goes in and sits at the back of the church like a good Anglican, and this young curate stands up to give his sermon. And he stands up and he says, you know, folks, I've spent a large number of years of my life in the arms of another man's wife. And there's this gasp and silence throughout the church. He looks down guiltily and looks up with a smirk on his face and says, she was my mother. And everyone roars with laughter. Oh, what a relief that this guy isn't committing adultery. And the vicar and the vicar is clapping away, and on the bishop is just like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, the response this guy gets, and he really enjoys the curate's sermon. So here he says, right, next Sunday at the cathedral, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use these techniques. Who says the church can't learn from the young? So the following Sunday, he stands up in the congregation. They've really hyped up the message he's going to give. Extra people come along to attend the bishop's sermon. And the bishop stands up and he says, you know, I've spent a large number of my years in the arms of another man's wife. Only it was so long ago I can't remember who she was.